Interesting how now there's a TikTok ban, yet Facebook can sell your private messages to Netflix. My name is Samuel Ronan, and I hope to be your president one day. And yes, you heard me correctly. There's now a TikTok ban. There's several months before an American company has to buy a Chinese company in order to still be relevant in America. Don't get me started on that part of it. However, the justification is that TikTok, being a Chinese-owned company, somehow threatens national security because they are basically compiling our user data and consumer data and all this other data, the algorithm, right? And potentially using it to harm American interests. Meanwhile, Facebook is selling our private messages, those DMs that you send to mommy and daddy, your boyfriend or your sweetheart, or truly, if you're a sick bastard sending dick pics to women that don't deserve it, either which way, all of that crap is getting sent to Netflix so they can do with it whatever they want. And God knows who else Facebook is selling that information to. Never mind your algorithm, your private information, your private verbiage is also being bought and sold hand over fist. Now, that should be concerning because that is an absolute invasion of privacy. That I mean, not only that, but if Facebook is profiting over our, shall we say, IP, and we're not even getting paid for it, we're not only having our privacy violated, we're also being robbed at the same time, whichever one offends you more, I guess, at this point. And honestly, one of those two things should offend you. One of those two things should bother you, and that should be enough to start a class action against Facebook, and again, to hold our government accountable for allowing this crap to happen in the first place. Meanwhile, of course, Facebook is working directly with government agencies and institutions, probably selling our data to them anyway. So all of those anti-war and protests and pro-LGBTQ and Black Lives Matter and anti-Blue Lives Matter, all that stuff is getting sent to the government as well, thanks to Facebook. So one of those things should be bothering you. The fact that they're being sent, that the fact that our privacy is being violated, and the fact that we're being ripped off to boot. One of those three things should be infuriating you. And that is what our government is choosing to focus on, is how they can maintain control, a thumb, and violating our constitutional rights by surveilling us. That's what they are focusing on rather than the actual housing crisis, job market crisis, the rising cost of living, and the fact that residential properties are being unreachable to the common person now. And that investment firms are the number one purchaser of residential properties now, turning them into rentals so that we once again will never be able to achieve the American dream. So I say again, our government is focusing on banning TikTok, violating a corporation's ability to do business in America by forcing them to sell to an American owner so that they can be in control of the algorithm which is spying on us, so that the other algorithms that are already spying on us and selling our data to other businesses to use that data for their own profit can continue to benefit. This isn't conspiracy. This is literally happening in real time in the United States of America in 2024. And we should be